everybody, it's Ryan from O's Dude Diecast here for the Diecastloonie challenge. First car up is the Tailbot logo from probably the late 80s. Still in the package, of course. Yeah, it's a classic white walls. So there's the first one. Second one, the Bugatti with the yellow and red stripe or two-tone, I guess, appearance with the non-white walls. But yep, there it is. Got the classic Cobra with the non-427 hood and basic wheels. And pretty good packaging. It had never even been put on a hook. So this is probably 89. But this is 86, so somewhere around there. The late 80s. Mid-late 80s. Also, let's see, the 65 Mustang. I think it's the second color variation. No, maybe. I think this is the third variation, but this is the second variation in the interior. I think the other one was black. So I have that somewhere. I might show it in this video, but there's that. And then got the Jeep CJ7 in metallic brown with the Eagle logo on it. Tan interior. Never been put on a hook. Let's see, this is from 82, it says, so let's say 83. So, but yeah, really good shape. Of course, so I guess you'd say packaging's in pretty decent shape. But yep, there you go. Metallic flake paint, I guess, is advertising there because I think it actually came flat or enameled brown too. Okay, here we go. Got two Lamborghinis for you here. Oh yeah. I guess that one's starting to yellow. I don't remember that doing that, but I guess the plastic. Oh well. But they're showing new models. I guess it's new model because they put the labels on it. I think there's another one with a stripe going up the hood. But this one's plain Jane. And it's a new model too, it says. And it's in that laser beam type packaging. I know somebody says it's, I think, rainbow thing, but I don't see rainbow colors in that. It's just a big old like Back to the Future flamage, I guess you could almost say. Yeah, we could say that. Let's say that it's like Back to the Future type laser marks, I guess, or just fast, so fast. Speed Fleet. There we go. We'll just keep it with that. And then that one, of course, that's a later one. This is from I guess 88, 89, 88, yeah. But still in the packages, in pretty good shape. This one actually is in better shape than the more recent one. But I couldn't pass them up. They were a good deal. I got them together, so I got those two. Oh, here we go. The Corvette Stingray. Let's say this is probably 83. Yep, 83. It's got the 67 Camaro, the red one. Oh no, this is for talking about the 15th birthday cars. I gotta find this, but then the set, it's metallic green. I've been looking for that set. I'm gonna buy that one day if I can. But I remember having that set when I was a kid. It came with green 67 Camaro, white Porsche 928, and I think it was the long shot in I think it was white. No, it was yellow. It was yellow. Yeah, the semi was yellow. But yep, I'm gonna find that again someday. It's on my wanted list, so we'll get it one day. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. This is more of a fantasy casting, the Inside Story. Looks like it came from KB Toy Stores. I don't mind having the labels on here. Just kind of, you know, think about it. Most of these places now are gone, like KB, Kmart. So cool to see those on these packages. Kind of gives it another vintage feel because, you know, back then they still put price tags on these things. So, but yeah, it's in yellow. I know it came in gray, and I think the name changed later. I actually think this is also used in the Marvel Comics paint scheme. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. One of my favorites. The 63 Corvette Stingray in metallic gold with that multicolored tampo on top there. It's pretty wild looking. I think this also came in black and high rikers, and it had same graphics on the roof. But I think they were like blue, yellow, and red, something like that. But still, this is an awesome casting hand. It's got the Goodyears on there. No Real Rider, Hong Kong 79 logo. That's sweet. Love it. All right. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Got another goodie. This is the AOK Model A. I'm gonna say this is probably a it's a little dirty. Probably 29 maybe, or 8. Let's see here. This is, I didn't look yet. I know I have it turned. I'm gonna say this is 81. Nope, 79, 80. Okay, still in the package. Pretty good shape. Why this pad? I hadn't looked at this in a long time. They've been sitting in this tote forever. But yeah, sometimes if these get these cars, sometimes they bust out like this one. I didn't really start telling people to use painter's tape to keep the car from busting out of the plastic. So a couple of mine, unfortunately, in shipping, tried to bust out. And apparently this was one of the culprits. But yeah, this is a nice little casting. I like this car. I know this is one of Larry Wood's castings he did. But yeah, oh, that green, I had that when I was a kid. In the gold Corvette too, matter of fact. Here's another one. The 57 Chevy from probably, this is 80. I should know these since I keep talking about this, the flameage. They're those hot streaks. 87. Yeah, okay, cool. Used to have that one too. The speed trigger. I think there's variations of this. I know I had one, I think, with the Nissan 300ZX. It was blue. Not metallic blue, but like a spectral flame blue, I believe. But yeah, I had this, had that car. But yeah, looks good. Well, starting to notice these packages yellowing a little bit, but oh well. That still looks pretty clear though. I love that deep metallic blue in that with the yellow trim work, which is supposed to mimic the actual 57 Chevy Bel Air trim package. And look, it's got our Ford motor in there from the what was it, the red line. I talked about it. The 56 Ford, which was customized. Anyways, I'll put a picture of it on there. Brain dead, as usual. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Now this was also an unfortunate candidate couldn't deliver to me, and the blew out the blister pretty bad. I didn't tell. This is probably one of the last cars I told him to start actually taping the blister. But this is when I first started getting cars. You can see right there where the blister blew out right there, but I put a piece of clear tape. It hides it pretty good. I mean, it keeps the appearance. If I ever find another one, I might buy it. And then this one might be an opener. I mean, it's fresh. I mean, right out of the package if I do. I mean, you can't do much more about, you know, once they start blowing out. I mean, this one literally blowed out the back of this one. I got a huge piece of tape. You can see right there where it's blew it out. But I learned my lesson from these, so I've had most of my cars now have no problems getting delivered to me. Here's another 57 Chevy. This one's cool because that label up there, Hot Ones packages weren't made yet, or didn't have a actual printed on the label, so they had to put these stickers on there, and this one's got the sticker on there. It's raised. You can't really see it from this picture, but that's a raised sticker. Because this car, I think, with this paint scheme, came with basic wheels too. And yeah, it's the no hood or no engine popping out of the hood. No Ford engine. Guess I would call it a 302. But yeah, it's a classic. I had this when I was a kid. I think I had the red one too, the metallic red. Or I think it was just red. It wasn't the original, because I think 76 was still red lines when it came out. So, but yeah, this would say, this would be 82, I think. Nope, this is, well, it says 80, so 81. But there we go with the Bronco. I think that's the white and red one. Could be wrong. I think that was from another set. This is probably the black one. But I always like how they did these on the back. It was just cool to look at that. Like, oh man, I gotta look out for this if I see it again. You know, in the Kmart or Toys R Us or your local toy store that you had at that time. Let's see next. All right, 34 Ford, or the 3-window Ford. Yeah, 34 Ford. But this is later. Paint variation from the late 80s, probably 87. I think there's no variations on this. It's pretty much a semi-gloss paint scheme on this, with your 34 of the classic look. I think they kept this variation of this Tampo around for another car, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I picked this one up with a couple other ones. 89, so this is 90. Well, it says it, so it's 89. Sorry, because this is 88 down here. This is the cars that you can look for in your stores for 1989. And sometimes they also, at this time, they start getting you tips on looking at cars. Like right there. This is talking about the keeping your Hot Wheels. Let me see that. Now you can keep track of all your favorite Hot Wheels cars from 68 to 89. Collect them all. Buy 5 Hot Wheels cars, mail them in, proof purchase, and you get the handbook, which I have that still. I don't remember if I did it this way. I know I have the book, and my book got so worn out. I called Mattel up and try to see if I could get another one back then, and they said, sure, we'll give you one. So they gave me printed out photocopies of the book. It was hilarious. When I got it, I was like, really? Because I could have gone to my grandfather's office, and he probably would have let me borrow or use some paper and make copies of it for my book, because my book was worn out. I might have to get that out one day and show y'all. But here's another one. This is a nice paint scheme. I like this one a little better than the 34, but that just came in a package deal with this one. And this is also from 89, I think. Yep, 89. So that's why they had these both paint schemes for, and look at this. So it's not really an error, but it's basically somebody turned the car around, because it should be facing this way. And it's facing that way, unless this is right when they start changing that. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. But I love the flame job on that one. That looks good. Just classic. I think they used this in the metallic silver paint style too, that they did about a year or so later. But car's in really good shape. Most of these cars are in good shape. Some of the blisters, like I said, got busted out because they got shipped out, and at that time I didn't know that painter tape was a thing to use to protect the car. But lesson learned. Here we go. Another one with the hot streaks coming out of the mountains there. But I had this car. This is the non-high raker. They finally molded the frame, and the casting completely shut it out. And I think the first year of this car was the high raker. I think you could get larger wheels in the back. I think I saw somebody have one. But yeah, anyways, this is the black one from, I guess this is 87. Yeah, 87. And look at that, it's talking about the car wash. I had this when I was a kid. It's pretty cool. Had a little foam on there, a little plastic washing. It's supposed to be like mimic the little sponge type things that coming out of the from the ceiling. They had the blow dryer thing, which that actually did work. I used to have the Matchbox one too when I was a kid, but I remember this one more. But they used this whole city service centers, or little mini cities, a couple times. I think it was on a railroad track. Just a regular like city bank in there. It had a pop-up building on top. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, that's the Corvette. All right, we're still doing good here. Not over our time. Here we go. Teetotaler. In red. Pretty good cast. I've never... G.I. Joe's, I think that's a military store. I'm pretty sure it is. Somebody question me, or tell me if I'm right or not. I'm not for sure, but I think it is. But yeah, I think this is the second to last, or it's the last paint, or last time this car comes out for a while. It's the last paint scheme. I know he did in black, and I know he did in metallic brown. And I have a black one, but it's loose. But it's a nice casting. I like that, how they got the exhaust pipes coming up over the wheels. It's got that gold, anodized gold frame. Gives it that brass look, like the car from the Brass era. Just a cool little casting, like right there. You just don't see these anymore because that's not what people look for. You know, it's a nice little custom. It'd be nice. I'm thinking about maybe if I get one, do a custom on that. That black one, I don't know. I thought about doing a wheel swap on it, but I kind of like how it looks. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I'll show it to y'all probably one day. If not, I think it might be one of my videos. Okay, Ford Escort. I had this casting when I collected the second time around. But that's when I was like a true collector. I thought, you know, I was just displaying my cars. I wasn't playing with them like I was when I was a kid. And I found this one. I thought this one was always cool. I know they do a yellow one, and I think there's one from Mexico too, but I haven't really looked to buying those. I like the black one. I think the black one looks the best out of all of them, in my opinion. Well, you know, it's got the molded clear lenses from, you know, that are incorporated from the window. Doesn't have any, of course, back then they really didn't do much detail on the lights. I mean, they actually gave you the look of the lights, but they didn't usually paint them. But it's a nice little car, little Escort. That's cute. I think that's actually the first American Escort too. So it's nice. I like it. I love the paint scheme and the little orange stripe. It looks good. I said cute. That's funny. All right, here's another good one. It's the Cadillac Seville, which just has made a comeback within the last this past year, and I think it's in the NFT. That one looks sharp. That Gucci one, that one from NFT trumps that one all day long in my book. That Gucci one is goofy looking, my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. But I didn't have this one when I was a kid. I had the gold one, but I found it online. I think it came with the Corvette, or the same person, but it's never been on a hook, and this car's in really good shape. I mean, there's hardly. I mean, it rivals any card I have now with new cars. But I think this is 83. Yep, 83. Alright, moving on, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry up. I might have to make this a 30-minute one. The Baja Breaker, which is basically a Ford Econoline van, if you all didn't know that. It's easy by the way it looks, as you can tell. It's got the turn signals right there. That's where the Fords usually have theirs. Tailtail and L Mark II is the back tail lights. Definitely look like a Ford. And this is one of those rare castings. This car, or this truck, and I think the Volkswagen Rabbit are the only two vehicles I can think of that actually have a plastic hood. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I am right. But yeah, this is metallic orange. Yeah, it's got metallic in it. Challenged myself to see if I could get the hood shut on this, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to display the hood of the open, kind of give you that, you know, look, because some of these came with the hood down. But anyways, I know this ain't the first paint scheme. It's probably the third color. I think there was a gray and a green one, and then I think there was a black one, which I had that one down the road. I don't have it now, but I did. But yeah, I like it. It looks good. It was nice, nice clean casting. Graphics are nice and bright, and it was just nice to get one from the 80s, because I don't think I had this one. I think I had the black one and maybe the green one, not the orange one. But the orange one to me looks really good. I think this might come Real Riders too. Here we go. The Grease Gremlin. Found this online. Good deal. Couldn't pass it up. So basically, this is a pro mod or modified series that I believe NASCAR now runs it. I think it runs like at Bowman Gray Stadium. It's really big up in the Northeast. There's, a matter of fact, there's a couple drivers in like Richie Evans. He's in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He was really big in modifieds. He drove like a, I think he drove a Pinto, and I think he also drove like a Sunfire. Somebody might want to go and correct me on that, but I know he drove a Pinto, and it was orange. I think his colors are pretty much orange. But yeah, he was a heck of a driver. Passed away. Oh God, I think it was from cancer years ago, but still, good driver, NASCAR Hall of Famer. But it's an interesting. Some NASCAR drivers are from there. I think Jeff Bodine came from that. Maybe Ryan Newman also ran some. I might be grasping there, but I'm pretty sure those two have run this series. I think Brett maybe has too, his brother, Jeff Bodine's brother. But yeah, this is a AMC Gremlin body extended out. And I'm going to say it's probably got a V8 in this. I know they run 4 cylinders. But, you know, this is Hot Wheels, so we kind of, you know, step it up a notch. But it's a nice casting. I know I had this one. I know there's a rare one too, I think from Mexico, that has Real Rider tires, but I couldn't pass this up. I love this car. This paint scheme, I think this has been the paint scheme for this car, the only paint scheme they had for this car until it got recasted sometime in the late thousands or late 90s, early thousands. I'll have to look. I'm not doing my research. I'm going off the seat of my pants here, guys. So, anyways, here we go. Another one, good one. It's the Chevy Citation, which this is probably the first paint variation of this. I know this one came with the hot ones wheels later, but it's not the first one because it would show I want to say it would show new model or something new up here. But I thought it was a nice little casting. I like the color combo. I never did like that burnt, like cinnamon color of red interior, and I think they did this in yellow. I think it's I don't know. I think those are the only colors I can remember. But when I found this one, I thought it was a nice little clean look of it, kind of like the Escort. And this is one I don't think I ever had this casting. If I did, I did have this my second go around, but this is the first time for this casting. This paint scheme. So, but yeah, nice job with this, guys. I like it. Of course I do. It's in my collection. Let's see. Here we go. Hot ones. I'm gonna have to scoot this back, guys. The Porsche 928 Turbo. Now it says new model here, but this is not. This is the second variation because the original one had basic wheels, like I was talking about the Citation. So this one basically has the Hot Wheels, hot ones on here, and it did originally come out with the basic wheels, but still, it's a great packaging. It doesn't have the hook put on or gone through. Cards in really good shape. The blisters in good shape. Sorry guys, I didn't want to pull these out right now of these protectors. It's just some of these are such a pain in the butt to do that with. But yeah, there's that one for you guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Street Rider. Basically a Deuce Coupe. Second color variation on this, which I like it. It came originally black. It actually was one of the last red lines. What else do we have here? Love the engine and the exhaust coming out with the chrome. Nice little bucket interior they have in there. Too bad they didn't put a window in this thing, but you know, didn't bother me too much. It is a little toy car, so back then they weren't, you know. I know we were collecting back then, but I guess it wasn't that hot and heavy. Probably wrong on that too, but I couldn't pass it up. I hadn't wanted one for a while, and the black one's more expensive than the white one, so. But yeah, there you go, guys. Oh, here we go. The other color variation, interior color of the Mustang, remember? The other one has a beige interior. This one's got a black. Now, this one right here was probably one of my favorites. I liked the red one, but when this one came out, I just liked that black interior. And I don't know about the white walls. They just always, I thought they looked good on these. Now, I used to have a variation of this, but I gave it to a buddy of mine, which had Speed Fleet up here. But I didn't really care that much. You know, if I ever find one again, I'll get it. But I just thought that was kind of nice. I just wanted to give it to him because I thought, you know, he didn't have one, and I didn't need two of them. But I didn't realize it was a different packaging until later. But it didn't bother me. I was happy. He was happy to have it, and I was happy to give it to him. But I do like the paint scheme on this one. It's a nice color combination. And probably one of the reasons I got back into collecting other castings was the Mustang again. I just thought about it, and I was like, man, I'd like to have one again. Oh, The Dumpin' A. Now, there's two colors. See right there? This was another reason. Blister cracked right there. But I got a piece of clear tape over it, so I'm not worried about it too much. Too bad, too, that it's a non-hooked car. There's two color variations of this. The yellow and this one. The yellow one had a red dump on the back, and it had like green and I think brown graphics on the side. It's got a little dump written in right there, or the actuator opens up the dump bed. It's a pretty cool little car. I think it's pretty similar to the AOK because the grill looks very similar. But yeah, it's an awesome car. Nice casting. A lot of street rods back in the day. Next. Oh, here we go. The OG. The original 65 Mustang. When I first saw this car, I loved this car. This was my pocket car every day when I was a kid. No joke. I wore the living crap out of this car. And this is one of the cars that got me back into collecting again. I was looking online and I just happened to think about, man, I said, I'd love to find another red 65 Mustang convertible. And I just went online and found this bad boy. And just awesome casting. This casting is pretty close. Pretty close to the actual car. I mean, you know, they didn't do the oversized wheels on the back. They just did a nice, clean job on this car. The details are nice. I mean, it'd been nice if they could do, you know, the headlights, but you can see them. They are there, so even though they're not colored right, doesn't matter. It's still a nice car. I still like it to this day. But, yep. That one. I'm trying going through this box, so I don't know. I might stop.